They are
Western
racist
people
against me.
racist?
I am being attacked by
but
all
I'm
the
also
Western
Asian.
racists.
Oh, it's MrPokke, bro. What up, man? I guess he wants to collab right now. Chat, prepare to enter war mode. It is now war mode, chat. Fight back! Fight back! We will kill him! Yo, what up? Yo, what up? Can you hear me?
I heard you wanted to call.
Yeah. What up, man?
What up,
What's
man?
up? Yeah.
What up, man?
Yeah. So, what's up? What's up?
You wanted to call, so I'm here, bro.
No, dude, don't be a Cinder. Anyways,
Oh my god, fuck off, man. There was 15 games and subs. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, you were saying?
fucking bitch ass, my friend. Anyways, so, what do you think about my take, man? Am I a stupid Westerner?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello,
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I said yes,
do you think?
absolutely.
Yeah. So I actually want to get one thing cleared up. You're saying that people who complain about not being able to clear hard content should not are not allowed to complain because they have bad investment, right? Just not like you're fine with people pulling on characters that they want.
Absolutely. Wait, give me 1 second. You're like
Yep.
hella loud. I don't know how
Oh,
to
shit, my
make it
bad.
softer.
My bad, B.
Wait, actually I have no idea how to control this volume. Yeah, but oh my god. Okay, now I can't hear you. Hello?
Yo.
Are you good?
Yep.
Yo, yeah, okay, keep tight.
Yep.
Okay, I don't want to call on Discord because I'm scared that the thing crash again.
You crash when you call on Discord?
Yeah, apparently something's wrong with my Discord. Like whenever I do use Discord, my whole net just crashes. So
Do you have like a 40 fucking 70 or something?
bro, 4080, bro. I don't know, man.
48.
It's just something weird.
I have a 4090. You get fucking gapped, bitch.
Okay, yeah, you
I'm-
did the best,
I'm-
bro.
I'm-
Okay, wait, you were saying.
Yeah. So, I mean, I got that clear. You said yeah, right, to that. So, what is your? I want to just so I can ask you directly. What is like your main point? Just so I don't get anything like cleared or get anything like messed up with this like whole Powercreep thing.
My main point is.
Oh, can my chat hear you by the way?
Yeah, I
Yo,
think
chat,
I
can
can.
you hear?
Yeah, I think I can. Yeah. Now my main point is exactly what I phrased out in my original. Okay, what is your understanding of my? Because this is my main point. Powercreep is a problem only if you're allowed to happen either by greed or stupidity. What is your takeaway from this? Because this is my main point.
Because from what I interpreted from your take, here, let me just pull it real quick, is that you said you can pretty much get rid of Powercreep if you just like plan ahead, right? If you're just like smarter with your polls. That's what it seems like.
Nope, you can't get rid of Powercreep because Powercreep will always be a thing in Honkai style.
Okay.
English, all that. But
Honkai
Powercreep being a problem is something that you can manage.
Okay.
Yep.
I think this wording does it no justice, to be honest.
So how should I have said it?
Honkai style has a power creep problem, but only if you allow it to happen.
Yep.
Like, I think you should word it. You can not make it such a big problem if you just like plan out ahead. You know, because I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I thought that you meant you can just like pretty much get rid of it like completely. No. What is your chat thing? I'm gonna ask my chat. Yo, what do y'all think about?
No, I was just saying I yapped like a 1 hour 45-minute video before calling this, so like I talked like extensively about this. The only thing I would say is the final 5 words were probably what set people off because people are thinking I'm calling them stupid. Yeah, I think that's the main thing, and I think both Fob and Zajev, right? They both told me that I could have phrased it nicer. Like instead of saying this, I could have just said Honkai Star Rail doesn't have a power creep problem if you were smart. If I phrased it that way, I think a lot less people would be like offended. But because I said stupid, a lot of people on the net were not happy. It's like, oh my god, how dare you call me stupid? I think that is like the main disconnect. So yeah,
I think that's true.
Yeah, I could have worded it better, but I don't wanna. And what are they gonna do? Cry?
Hey, stand your ground, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
Fuck
cry.
these Westerners.
And there it is. Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at your take, bro. Because I kind of grill you a little bit on my video. So you mentioned.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah?
What did you say specifically? Because
I just say you're fucking lying, bro. You're saying
I'm
like
lying.
I'm saying your point was that free to plays, you make it sound like they won't have enough pools. That's kind of like what you're taking away.
So you can definitely like get enough. That's the main argument I'm trying to make is that the main thing is how are you supposed to know which characters to pull for, even if you have like enough. Like, how are you supposed to know which characters like live longer than the other ones?
You don't.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's Gotcha Smack's like
Yep.
you know, question to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I answered that point with, it's kind of like trying to predict the stock market, right? You can't, you will never know if this stock gonna go up, blah blah. And for Honkai Starbucks, it's like at most you see like one patch ahead, right? Because like the current patch, and then you have one version of Dream Marketing. That's pretty much it. So for example, if you put for like Sparkle, who the fuck knew that like 2-3 patches down the road, you're gonna have Robin, right? So you would never know like what are they releasing. We don't know what's gonna be 3.2, 3.3, or 3.4. We only know like 3B and MyDay. So like it's impossible to predict. But my point for this entire argument was, you wouldn't need to predict if you already have a plan in the first place. Because even if you didn't know what was coming out, right? This problem would only be a problem if you were greedy or stupid enough to basically dump all the strategies and pull for all these banners. Would you agree with that?
Sorry, can you say that again?
You will only have a problem and you couldn't pull all these strong units because you ran out of strategies. You didn't have enough to pull for the strong units. You don't need to know how strong they are. You just need to know that the moment they reveal that they're strong, you have the resources to pull for them. And the people that don't have them probably just were stupid, or they were too greedy and they just spent it on these random banners.
I ain't gonna lie, maybe I'm just like dented as fuck right now, but I don't know what you're saying, to be honest.
Okay, then it's fine.
I might be dented. Yo, Chad, can you guys like word it in a way that I can understand?
Nah, it's fine.
Because I'm gonna give you like a TLDR.
Okay.
No. We need to get.
You
We
said
need to talk
F2P
about
slash
this.
story enjoyer slash wait for
So-
collectors who expected easy 3-star and then complain or dench. People will eat you alive if you say casuals
Save your
should just be
balls.
better as soon as gatekeeper narrative sets in its Joe ever.
Yeah, can you put it in dumbass terms or no? Because you know I'm a fucking dumbass.
Okay, imagine this, right? You put for
Yes.
team 1 4 different units, right?
Okay.
You see that. Okay, let's just pull up. Okay, can you pull up my this warp tracker thing? Wait, let me dump it in your
Warp
in your
tracker,
chat.
okay.
This website, it shows you the warp history of every single Honkai style unit ever since 1.0. Do you see it?
Warp tracker. Did you send me a DM?
I sent it in the chat. We have a shared chat, right?
Oh no, we don't.
Oh, we don't?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad. Wait, why are we not sharing chat? Yo, share chat so we can kill all the box people.
Oh, okay, all right. Hey, this is no longer civil. We're killing each other now.
Absolutely.
How do I chat? Boom. Oh, it's war. Oh fuck, it's fucking war now. Oh shit.
Ooh.
Yo, chat, spam buh. Just fuck it. Just spam buh. That's it. All right. So do you want me to put my own in this or?
No. It's just, that's the link, and you can just kind of see it for yourself.
Gotcha.
Like
All right, let's see.
There's this like character event warp. You can say show more banners, and then it will show you every single banner from 1.0 to Fugui. Do you see it?
Show more banners. Show more banners. Hold up. Yo, chat, guide me. Top left. Okay, oh, global stats? This one? Show more banners. Character event warp is shit. Hold up. I'm getting UI guide right now.
There's the one. Press older. Press older. Press older.
Press over.
It's
Oh,
like
there we
right
go.
beside
All right.
Topaz.
Oh, there you go. Let's fucking go.
There it is.
Also,
Yep,
are
and
chats
there
even
it is.
shared right now? I don't think they're shared right now. I think I did it.
I think you
accept it.
have to make them shared. I think it's on you. I think. Wait, do you see it?
I'm such a
Oh, okay,
boomer,
wait, it's
bro.
on me.
This
Okay,
is-
it's shared. Okay, it's shared now. Okay, no.
Oh my god, it's on
More.
him, bro. This-
Die,
bro. This
die,
fucker, bro.
die. Kill them all. Kill. Die.
chat, can I get 50
kill.
subs? What
For
if we get more
Netherlands.
subs?
For Netherlands. For the village. Kill. Die.
It's your fault if something, if a big drama comes out of this.
Okay, wait. Okay, this
Yeah.
video, I think this video is coming out tomorrow if my editor can cook it up fast enough. But like, I really don't view this as like war, unless you want to view this as a
No,
video
no.
that offends you.
I'll be honest,
I
like-
do think that this is a pretty interesting discussion video, and we haven't had this for a long time. Like really just talk about this kind of thing, because I think a lot of creators has been saying that, oh my god, Powercreep and Honkai Stories is just getting out of hand, and I do want to open the floor for discussion, which is why my initial tweet was like, change my mind. Unfortunately, until this day, my mind has not changed yet. So I'm just waiting for somebody
at
to be
all?
the guy. Yeah, at all, absolutely not. Because a lot of the arguments, I basically just gunned them all down because I was charging my out and I came prepared, right? Okay, but back to the original point, which is also Gacha Spec's point. Players wouldn't know what banners would be good in the future, right? So if you take a look at it, we won't talk about everything. So between 1.0 through 1.6, which is true from Scylla all the way up to Runmei. Runmei is gonna be my benchmark because Runmei has like one of the highest ownership rates in Honkai Starbucks. So like almost 90% of players have Runmei, which means the majority of
90%?
players. Yeah, almost everyone in Honkai Starbucks has Runmei, right? Including after the rerun. So like almost everybody got the strategies to prove Runmei, which means that by the time Runmei rolled around, players would have the strategies to get her. So this means that between Scylla to like Argenti, you would have options to decide which banners to pull. So the inherent argument that you don't know how strong a future character is gonna be, if you just take a look at from Scylla up to Argenti, out of all these 14 different banners, 10 of those are DPS. Then you have one Luocha, one Fusion, one Silwolf, and one Huehue. So realistically, if you are somebody that actually, I'm not saying like stupid, right? Because people are too offended. If you are someone that's smart, you will realize that you don't need all these DPS banners. So there were a lot of opportunities for a player to basically just skip them and just choose the unit that they wanna, lock down in. And then when Runmei goes around, they prove Runmei, and that's where the whole 2.0 patch comes out, right? There's Robin, there's Acheron, there's Aventurine, Fei Xiao, Jingliu, Boot Hill, Super Ray. Okay, so all that rolled around, it still doesn't really change the fact that you basically just need these two core teams, and you're settled. So for players that lack the how do I call this?
Just call them dumb. They're dumb enough to not recognize the patterns.
It's like, it's not like they're dumb, right? I think they do get baited quite easily. I think most players that play Gacha, they get baited quite easily because every single time a new banner comes out, they always push an MOC buff or like whatever endgame buff that makes them like super strong, right? Since 1.0, this has been a thing. So I think majority of player base simply is, oh shit, this brand new banner right now makes this brand new unit super strong because the MOC buff is tailored to them. So most players will probably want to pull that because they see this banner unit is so strong. But when in reality, the moment this buff goes away, their performance goes down considerably compared to with the buff. And this cycle just rinses and repeats itself, where players will always get like tempted to pull for these brand new units, when in reality they really don't need it. You don't need 10 different teams to clear every single member of Chaos. You really just need like 2 or maybe 3 teams hyper invested, and that team can just clear everything. A prime example is DOT. I think a lot of people keep shitting on DOT and like the dog shit or whatever, but there are still to this day like DOT mains that can use DOT to clear all endgame content. Because if the argument was true that DOT is shit, it's useless, then there wouldn't be any DOT clears, which is not the case. So yeah.
Do you think power creep is bad though? Like I know that you think that it can be like mitigated like pretty heavily, right? But do you think it's like bad to the point where it's kind of like difficult for, let's say, like a free play player to like clear the content?
Okay, first of all, whether it exists, yes. I already affirmed that power creep.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Nobody. And it's crazy because like fuckers like fucking VXV and Tectone, they're just running down like lies, blatant lies.
Wait, what are
they
they
just
saying?
put, like for example, like VXV, right? Bro put a video and just like just say put my face and that Honkai Star Rail has no power creep. Then Tectone put out an exact same video. And then he put on my face, so Honkai Star Rail has no power creep. So like these people are like just live.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So like these
to be fair to them.
Yeah.
To be fair to them, I also kind of interpreted it like that, and I think a lot of other people did too. Like, I think even if you remove like the whole,
they're silly.
There's what? Honkai Star has a power creep problem. If only you allow it to happen.
If you have a comprehension problem of my first 5 words, Honkai Star has a power creep problem, it is literally me verbatim saying Honkai Star has a power creep, and you could somehow misinterpret that, then like they are stupid. It is what.
But the second part, only if you allow it to happen.
Absolutely.
Which means you can like get rid of it. That implies you can get rid of it.
You can get rid of the problem. You can't get rid of the power creep, because power creep exists no matter what. But whether or not a power creep is a problem to you, it depends on the player. And unfortunately, majority of Gacha players, they are not smart enough to make this not a problem. Because that's why you don't see majority of players playing DOT or Silla or Jingliu nowadays, right? They are in the very minority base of people that still play Jingliu, Silla, and DOT. It's not to say they're unviable, but most of them don't. Because most players would just pull for the latest thing and then just move on. And then these are all the same people that chase all the brand new units and then they complain, oh my god, why is it so hard now? Just because they are in the minority doesn't mean that they are any less right. Which is why, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. But I will agree. I'm pretty sure that VXV and Tectone, they probably did like, you know, they did it for the.
Oh,
thumbnail.
absolutely. They're 100%
yeah, no, absolutely. But
absolutely.
I would still say that, yeah, because only if you allow it to happen implies that, yeah, you can stop it if you wanted to. So just like straight up get rid of. I don't know, maybe difference of interpretation, but if I interpreted it this way, I think a lot of other people would too. I'm judging from like all the engagements. I'm sure a lot of people also saw it that way. So I think this is just like a fucking sentence malfunction or whatever. Yeah, the wording could have been a little bit better. Also with like the, you know, the greed and stupidity thing.
How would you
I'm
word it yourself?
to Zajif, by the way.
Yeah, dude, everyone got in. This is my second biggest tweet I've ever made in my entire life. Yeah, everybody got in crazy, bro. Okay, yeah, but how would you have worded it?
Honkai Starl has a power creep problem, but you can mitigate it if you were just, you know, more careful about choosing which characters you want to pull for, and like, I don't know, like more analytical or something like that.
Okay, first of all, that's
also I'll probably get rid of the greedy and stupid part.
First of all, that's
people. Yeah.
Nah, first of all, that's way too long. And second of all, people will still
that's like a one sentence.
No, okay, I guarantee you people will still misinterpret it because from the way you phrased it, Honkai Star has a power creep problem, but you can mitigate it, right? You say that?
Yeah.
Then people will still think that, oh, you can stop this power creep thing.
No, mitigate means just like slow down.
Yeah, but like it doesn't matter because like they will still think that you can control power creep, which is not something you can control. It is more about the problem. And the problem is the one that you can control. So like there really isn't too big of a difference here. It's just that yours probably is less nuclear. Yours is a more chill guy. But the point still stands.
Okay, so right here the interpretation is you can stop it. Okay, so again, my interpretation, and I think a lot of other people's do, is you can stop it completely. Which is why I guess VXV and Tectone, even though it might be like exaggerated, they did say like, oh yeah, this guy thinks power creep doesn't exist. But mitigate is to just like slow it down, which means not fully stopping it, but you can still make like choices that, you know, make it so it's not that bad. So the difference is slowing it down and completely getting rid of it.
Okay, here's the thing though. You can completely get rid of the power creep problem if you were smart and not greedy. Because, okay, the definition of getting rid... You can. Yes, you can. Because the definition of getting rid...
Okay.
Completely. Because the definition is if you were to get rid of this problem, it means that your account will have no issues clearing endgame content. And you can, in fact, do this even with old units if you were smart about your decision making when it comes to your pulls. So yes, you can... Because the other factor, right, is you mitigate it. You mitigate it. If you were to mitigate it, but it's still a problem, it means that you can't clear endgame content with your old units, which is not true. Because you can clear endgame with all these old units. Yeah.
So sorry, just one word. I might have heard wrong, but you can or cannot get rid of power creep if
you cannot get rid of power creep, but you can get rid of the power creep problem to your account. Like power creep exists.
To your account. Yeah, to your account. But
the power
it doesn't
creep
apply
exists.
to everyone else.
Yeah, the power creep exists. Okay. But whether or not power creep will affect your account, like to such point that it's a problem, that's on you.
Okay, so it's a personal thing. That would make more sense, but I think, again, like the wording, it's like, I don't know.
Nah, no, man. I just think you're being racist, man. You're just trying to say that, I don't...
I'm just being racist.
You me no speak English. You trying to just fucking say that I'm racist. You're trying to gaslight me into thinking I can't understand what I'm saying when I know exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, no.
You're trying to be racist, yeah, bro. You're literally trying to gaslight me into thinking my English is bad and I misconstructed my points, where my point is exactly as is. There is no misconstruction. This is exactly what I mean. And if people misinterpret it, that's on them. It is.
Okay, wait. No. Hold on. I don't think that's on them. I really don't think it's on them. So you're saying that? I know what what you mean, right? But you gotta understand, like, to a lot of other people, like, this means you can get rid of power creep. So I think a lot of misinterpretation comes from that, because I read this, and I'm like, oh, so you can just like get rid of power creep. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Jenna said, don't pull an EO. Bro, EO types a 1,000 word essay. The whole thing can be fucking seen as like a literature piece to analyze it. This is a single sentence. There really isn't too many rooms to misinterpret this. I really feel that people just got offended, particularly because of the last line. And now people are trying to gaslight me into saying that my point is wrong, when in reality is they got offended because I called them stupid. It is just that simple.
Okay, let me try. So I understand your point. I'm not trying to like misdirect your point. I'm just trying to explain to you like how other people could have like seen it as like that, and that's why there's like so much traction. Like I think I still, again, even if you did like remove the part about like either greedy or stupidity, I think people still would have been mad. Definitely a lot less traction, but people still would have been mad and still would have like interpreted it wrong. I don't think they were like blinded by rage when they're like reading, oh my god, he called me stupid or greedy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people would naturally, but I think
I would say
a lot of people
would.
were also.
I would say most people wouldn't be this.
It is on Twitter. It's really hard to say like how much, but there's definitely would still be some.
Sorry,
like your point does make your point makes a lot more sense. Your point makes a lot more sense now that you're like explaining it, I guess. But from I guess this is like two little words like.
Okay, wait. Okay, so Sarah of the Lake. The better wording is I add a comma.
A comma.
I add a comma to split up this line, and this changes everything. So HSR has power creep. It is only a problem if you allow it to happen by greed or dum-dum.
A comma?
So wait, do you?
I don't think that would
Do
have
you
fixed
see my
anything.
stream? Do you see my stream?
Let me pull it up.
Sarah suggests I worded it as this instead.
Honkai Star has power creep. It is only a. Yeah, actually, that does solve it.
Oh, so it's because of a comma. That is, this changes.
Yeah,
everything.
no, it actually makes it a lot fucking better.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure.
Oh wait, did you add it is? Hold on, let me see.
Okay, yeah, comma and it is. Yeah, comma and it is. Yeah.
That actually like fixes like most of it actually. Like not actually all of it.
No, you guys are just fucking gaslighting. Like, they just.
No, I'm not, dude. That's how
90% of the point would have still stand. This is exactly what I meant, but people are just sensitive because I called them stupid. Like I'm dying on this hill, bro.
No, because the point in this sentence is Honkai Star Rail has power creep, but then like in here it implies that you can stop it like completely if you just said stop and changed it yourself.
Yeah, this point is still thing. It is only a problem if you allow it to happen, which is you can stop it completely if you were not greedy or dumb.
Wait, it is only a problem if you allow it to happen by greedy or dumb. Yeah, like the comma changes like a lot. Also, like it is only a problem if it like.
Okay, the amount of
it's really.
Okay, wait, sorry. Okay, your chat. The amount of fucking retards they are trying to guess. I mean, they think I have an English problem is ridiculous, because this does not change anything at all if you add this one point, because the main point data still stands. It has everything to do with the fact that power creep exists, and it has nothing to do with the fact that the sentences changes from adding 2 letters and 1 alphabet.
Okay, so from those little changes, the structure of the sentence completely just like alters, because Honkai Star Rail has power creep, comma, this just says, Honkai Star Rail has power creep. It is only a problem if you allow it to happen by greed or dumb.
Yep. The point still stands.
Yep.
What changes is the tone. I'll give it to that. And I also admit I could have made my tone better, but the point would have been exactly the same. It is crazy how so many people are trying to guess. I'm thinking my point changes. Nope, the point changes nothing. It is just the tone. And if you want to talk about the tone, sure, I could have phrased it nicer so that I would be less offensive. But last time I checked, Western CCs are not that easily offended, right? Or has this changed? Or is chat suddenly all daisy snowflakes now? What's up?
Okay, so, goddamn. The sentence, or like the second part, which is, it is only a problem if you allow it to happen, is insinuating that it only becomes a oh god, this is so weird to explain. But the first point, I might have to like write a whole fucking thing about this. I guess like English is really just like that fucking, retarded, but... God, this is so hard to. It's so hard to explain.
Maybe tell Box to that power
but
creep and
I
power
feel
creep
like it
problem
does.
is different.
It does change a lot, like the way that this one is like worded. Like,
okay, Box, I really don't think
there has to be like someone else in chat that can like explain it better to me.
Nah, sure.
Explain the link.
Okay, but Box, I really think the reason why it's getting like so difficult is because people are trying to nitpick points, And they are trying to make it feel that I misconstructed my points wrongly, and if I were to make this change in my tone, everything makes sense. But when in reality, the point has always been the same. They were offended at the start because I called them stupid, which most gacha players are. Nobody needs to die on the hill. But if I had just changed my tone, none of this would have happened. And if people can accept that, we can all just move on this. It is really just that simple.
I think it's too late for that now, because look at the fucking.
Yeah, it's fine. I can 1v1. I can
fuck.
1v9. Yeah, absolutely. It's completely cheap. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe Tectone and V already made a video on that, man. Fuck, I'm gonna have to like.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. Are you gonna get in call with like Gacha Smack and like go through like the whole?
Oh, I called a public call out like towards the end of the video. I welcome any content creators to call me at any time if y'all want to talk about it. Okay. Unless you just wanna, start war for like the sake of starting war, then there's no point having a conversation. Because I do wanna have the whole thing is trying to change my mind. But the thing is, people are not trying to change my mind if they want to start war. They just want to start war because they want to form engagement. Then there's no point. But if you actually want to, talk about it, I'm all ears, right? I'm all ears.
All right. So you don't think Powercreep is that bad, right? Can I make things though? Like, or like if you sweat hard enough, it's not that bad, right?
Powercreep is bad, but it's not a problem if you were smart about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like basically if I change this, instead of saying greedy or stupid, I say it's not a problem if you were smart about it. We wouldn't be having this conversation. But the point is entirely the same.
Okay. If you were smart about it, yeah, you can definitely mitigate it like a shit ton, I guess. Yeah. But I think a lot of new, or just like a lot of players in general, don't like sweating that much, or like sweating who to pull for, like the characters that they're pulling for, like the longevity of them. So naturally, like I feel like almost like 99% of players just won't even like do anything like that, which is why absolutely. I feel like it lies more on Honkai Staros, like the devs' faults, right, for making the game this way, because it didn't always used to be like this. I think the growth of Powercreep exploded way too fucking fast. Like one mock, it's completely fine. The next mock, boom, the HP just goes by like 10 trillion%, and there's like it doesn't give a lot of room for adaptation for like their for their players. Or like
okay, boss. So what do you think about this current mock?
What'd you say?
What do you think about this current Memory of Chaos? This current one?
Very HP inflated.
Do you think it's worse than the previous one?
I don't even remember the previous one. This one was harder though. It took me more cycles.
It was harder
than the last one.
Would you be surprised to know that?
Yep.
Would you be surprised to know that most people actually found this easier?
Yeah, no. A lot of people in my chat said it was easier. For me personally, though, it wasn't, because it took me more cycles. The last one was actually like a. I don't remember how much I did it in, but it was easier.
No, it's fine. Okay, this is like nothing to do with like whether you're good or bad at the game, but the reason why HP inflation, when it's taking a look at just a HP inflation standpoint, is because it doesn't account any of the Memory of Chaos buffs. That's the thing. So like this current mock, the trotters, they help a lot. So it ends up being a scenario where getting a 0 cycle is much harder now because there are less trotters. But it is now even easier to 3-star because the trotters do so much damage and you can keep refreshing them wave after wave after wave.
Okay.
Yeah. So even though yes, HP inflation is thing, technically the difficulty of this has been lowered. If you want to talk about it that way. Yeah.
All right. I actually didn't know that. I'll give you that point because I didn't know about like the whole. The more trotters, so like the more time goes on.
No, you're chilling. But yeah, absolutely. I do agree that power creep, like fucking face outs, multipliers, hurt us, and hunt skill literally does more damage than face out. The power creep is 100% a thing, and I fully acknowledge that. It's just that it wouldn't be a problem for your account if you were smart about it. Okay, I'm not gonna say greedy and stupid because it clearly triggers a lot of people. I'm just saying if you were smart about it, it wouldn't be a problem for you. So yeah.
No, you should stand your ground though, bro. Like fuck those guys.
Okay, yeah. If you're greedy or stupid, then it's a problem. Fuck you guys. Yep, absolutely.
All right, bro. I'll convert, bro. I got your back. Fuck them, man.
Yippee.
Yeah, they're just dumb as fuck. They don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, I think definitely the wording is what got you the most in trouble because I think a lot of people interpreted it like the way that I did. Yeah, because I think your point actually makes a lot more sense now. Although like not fully agree, I guess it's, it does make a lot more sense, and it probably wouldn't have even caught like any attention at all if you just like said it I guess the Sarah way.
Hey there, where's the fun in that, right?
Huh?
Where's the fun in that?
Where's the fun in?
Yeah.
Yo, true, you're so fucking right, man.
Absolutely.
You're so fucking right.
Absolutely. Bro, the amount of people
Instigating
that,
chat.
the thing is, if I were to word it in a more nuanced and like more chill way, it wouldn't have brought about such a big discussion topic, and a lot less people would start to get defensive. Less people will get defensive, but
Yeah.
this also leads to the point getting reached across to less audiences, even though the point stands exactly the same. So I do think that bringing this up, it opens up for a better conversation environment where more ideas can be shared. So yeah.
Because it reaches more people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bro is just farming there. Hey, I respect it. I'll do the same.
Yippee.
Hey, I'd do the same, man.
Yippee.
Yeah, I mean, that's at the cost of like a lot more people being blinded by their rage. Because you
Absolutely.
called them
A
stupid
lot
and
of people
shit.
were blinded by their rage. Absolutely. But the thing is, whether or not I'm farming or not with that statement, my point definitely still stands though. And even if my point stands, there will still be a lot of people that will feel I'm wrong. Because of things like, you know, free to play to have enough pools, or like you can't predict what's the future banners, or like, you know, you shouldn't be putting for islands. Like there are a lot of points that will still go against my original intention. It's just that I phrased it more provocatively. It taunted more people. So yeah.
Oh yeah, no, AoE taunt. Yeah. I mean, at least you have like a chance to, you know, now you can hop on with all these CCs and like explain like your point of view like a little bit more, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like better than at least this week, because
I feel like you might not be the last one. I'd probably have to call Genazar, I have to call Gajasman, I have to call Tecton, I have to call like everyone in your mouth there.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna have a whole fucking
I have to
train ran on you.
I really have to 1v9 and all that. I don't even know how long this is gonna last, but
Oh, you will have to 1v9, man. Good fucking luck. Yeah, they're going. I mean, you could kill them, they could kill you. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I really don't think anyone cares. Like, no one's gonna fucking cancel anyone over like power creep. If they do, I think it's just super fucking petty. Like, oh, I'm mad at you for saying power creep shit. Like, yep.
Wait, Genazar wants to get in. Wait, bro's not even streaming.
Oh
right?
shit. Yeah, he's not even. He rated me. Does Jones want to get in the call?
How does he even get in the
Oh,
he
should we
can't
just?
call, right? Oh, Discord.
Oh, right, because Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, and your Discord
Okay.
crashes.
If I crash, then it's been great. If it doesn't crash, then
It's
I'll be
been.
good. Yeah. Because I'm about to end soon anyways. We can get in the Discord, right? I see. Wait,
Okay, yeah,
I'll move there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, chat. Discord. If I crash, it's been fun. If I crash, yeah, it's been fun. Yo.
Yo, Box ain't even in here yet.
Okay, let bro cook. I'm gonna take a piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Pokke's chat? I'm assuming you can still hear me. I'm not in his chat because when I open it, I get pre-roll ads, and I'm not about that life. Hey, Box, what's up?
Yep. All right. What did you? I mean, I guess you were waiting for Pokke to get back first, right?
Yeah. Hey, we gotta entertain his chat because he went to go piss. Yeah.
Can you give me like a spoiler of what you want to say?
Well, first I want to say, bro needs to turn off pre-roll ads. I am never watching a stream with pre-roll ads. That is just not gonna happen in my lifetime.
Man, it just begging his sub for a chat, or sorry, begging his.
Bro, pre-roll ads is begging. He's begging for my. Who puts pre-roll ads on? That's insane.
Bro, not even I have
That is crazy, dude.
It's just bad for viewership.
This isn't a live stream.
Yeah, yo, Baka player, can me and Genzar both get a sub? That would be great.
Yeah, this is insane. Pre-roll ads and runs like 10 minutes of ads a fucking hour? That's crazy.
Yeah, fuck this guy. What the hell?
Absolutely insane. Hey,
shit, you got a sub, though.
Woby, thanks for the sub, bro. Thanks, man. I can actually watch this stream now. Jesus. I'm not even kidding, guys. I actually opened Pokke stream 2 separate times, got pre-roll ads, closed it both times. Not even making that up. I literally was like, nah, I'm out. Both times. They were trying to show me basketball or some shit. I was like, I'm out. I'm not watching this.
Oh man, that's funny as fuck. Yeah, just buy a sub, to be honest. Wait, did you say? I mean, I guess yeah. We're just waiting for Pokke to get back from the.
Yeah, I'm just
pretty
waiting.
curious, like what? Are you gonna grill him about English or no?
A little bit. I mean, honestly,
Yo,
like, I mean, you're pretty much ESL, so like, I don't know if you should be judging anyone else's English, but.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, thank you, Bread Screaming, for the tier 1 sub, man. I appreciate that. In Pokke's chat. Now I don't have to watch ads for his channel too. Yippee.
I've seen you reading story before.
Yo.
I mean, look.
Hey, what's up?
Hold up. Yep. Yo,
Okay.
Chat type Y with the volumes, okay.
Are we real Pokke?
Yeah.
I literally think 95% of this, 90 to 95% of this, is literally just the wording. 100%. I really do. And it's not because, maybe I'm racist, ESL Chinese guy, or, Singaporean, it's like certain languages, language barrier. That's not what I'm saying.
Sure.
It is literally a language barrier of like, it feels like what you were doing is blaming the player for not preventing power creep completely. You know what I mean? Like, I think I heard a little bit of the explanation later. I think what you're saying makes sense, right? And I think a lot of people would probably agree with you that you can mitigate some of the power creep, right? Like, you can clear the hard content with your team that isn't optimized, right?
Yep.
But the problem is people read it and they're like, oh, so the only reason power creep exists is because I'm an idiot. That's how they read it as.
Yeah.
Right?
Because
The
they were
only
offended?
reason that power creep exists. No, it's not the thing is, it makes it more offensive because the way it's worded makes it sound like the only reason power creep exists is because I'm dumb, not that power creep exists, but I can help mitigate it unless I'm dumb.
I mean, I
You know
feel
what I
like it's really not on me if they think power creep exists or doesn't exist when I
Oh,
quite
well,
literally
yeah.
say power creep problem. I don't think I could have phrased it any other better.
Well, no, but you see, they read it as Honkai Star Rail has a power creep problem if I'm dumb. That's how people read it.
Yep.
Right?
And that's exactly what I mean. If Honkai Star Rail has a power creep problem if you are dumb. And I mean
But
exactly
the thing
that.
is, it still has power creep, though, right?
Oh,
We
absolutely.
both agree on that,
There's
right?
100%
Yeah,
power
but the
creep.
thing,
Yeah, absolutely.
you see, here's the thing. You're 100% right, but people read it as you saying power creep only exists if I'm dumb.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
That's
that's
not
how
what I'm saying,
people
though.
kind of read it. Well, that's not what you're saying, but that's how people will
that's what
interpret it.
That's what it reads
right?
as.
Okay, and
And the thing is, like,
Okay, yeah, go
well,
for it, yeah.
Well, I just want to say, and the person who makes a point will always be able to understand their words a lot better than everyone else, right? And so that's why so many CCs were probably like saying random stuff on Twitter and getting on you. It's like, I mean, so many people misinterpreted your point. That is it that everyone else misinterpreted it, or could you maybe have worded it a little bit better that would have made more sense? That's kind of how I see it, right? I mean, I'm not like, the thing is, MrPokke, like, look, I misword stuff all the time and I go, okay, never mind. I mean this instead. And it's like, no sweat, right? I just think maybe it was a little bit of miswording and there's no problem with that, man. Like,
No, but in his case, it's kind of too late to go back because the fucking tweet has like 500k impressions.
no, but
now,
who
so-
cares? It's Twitter. It doesn't matter.
Now,
right?
okay, Janice,
That is
let me
true,
ask you.
you're
Let me
right.
ask you. So let's just say if I were to make it abundantly clear in this one tweet that I acknowledge Honkai Star Rail's power creep exists, but the power creep problem will only happen if you are dumb or stupid or greedy. Do you think it will still spark war?
Well, I think instead of wording it power creep problem, you should say like, you can mitigate the power creep by being better, or like by not being an idiot. I think
But
if
is
you
that-
said that, it would still be aggressive, and I think way less people would still be mad though.
But the point is exactly the same though.
It is.
And then,
but
okay,
the
if the
wording.
point is
but
exactly
the
the same,
word is really important.
if the
yeah.
point is exactly the same and the wording is what causes it, then it is people getting offended and they are trying to, argue with emotions and not
Oh,
logic
well-
at that point.
Yes, but like,
Well, the
when you
thing is,
word it,
people
like-
are not able to interpret your point the way you want it to be read.
Right.
Right? Like, you are saying the right thing, but people aren't able to interpret it in that way, so they see it as you attacking everybody. Like, you're
Right.
not attacking just the idiots, you're attacking, like, everybody is how people see it,
yeah.
I
And like,
feel
if you word it
most
like
people
nicer.
I feel like most
Well,
people
I'm
who
just
took
saying-
offense is because they do feel that I'm calling them down.
Oh,
if they
oh,
are
totally.
especially if
Yeah,
they're content.
yeah.
Like for example, if
Oh,
I were to
listen.
use this point to another like free play or whatever, but they can clear all the endgame content because they invested in DOT, then this point wouldn't be relevant and they wouldn't get pissed off, even though the point exactly stands because they know that their account is fine. But because there's so many like these casual waifu chasers,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
at
yeah.
the same time they want to pull everyone, but also want a 3-star with no effort. That's the same people that will get offended no matter what.
Well, I will say this, though. I don't think any content creators would have gone on your back about this if you had worded it slightly differently, though. I think people still would have been mad. No one likes being called dumb or
Nah,
whatever,
I don't
right?
know, man. I think people that want to start
it's
war, they
all-
will always just want to start war.
Okay, well,
regardless of what
I
it is.
mean-
Okay, at this point, it's like hindsight 2020.
Yeah.
Like nobody would know at this point. But I really feel that if people wanted to find a reason to be offended, they would be offended regardless. Whether or not I phrase it nice or whatever, it would still get
Yeah.
offended. So it is what it is.
Yeah,
It definitely would have cushioned it,
100%.
though.
Yeah, some people definitely. I mean, look, you're going after some people, right?
No, okay, I'm
you're-
not going after anyone. I just brought up their
No one in
points
particular,
of, like,
but you are
weak tweaks.
attacking anyone who's dumb, right? You're attacking the people who are dumb and casual,
Yeah,
right?
it's the people who
Essentially.
can't clear. Yeah.
I'm not
music.
attacking them. I'm just calling it as is. And majority of players that play gacha game, they are dumb and casual. It's just calling it as is. You are part of the minority
okay, so-
if you are able to build your account to the point where, oh my god, you optimize it. You are definitely part of the minority. Doesn't mean that the majority, just because the majority are dumb, it means that they're all suddenly smart.
Okay, but you're
Yeah, but
calling it
nobody
as it
wants to
is, but it's
call
still it's still an
Dumb,
attack.
it's still, it's still like.
You can
I
call it
mean,
as it
okay,
is.
like,
If
okay,
me
like
calling
here's a
someone
random example.
stupid is an
Wait,
attack,
wait.
then sure, I attack them by calling them stupid.
On the internet it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible. Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I mean, you understand what I'm saying, though, right? There's no one wants to be called dumb, right? So, like, of
Especially on
course,
the
people
internet.
are gonna be like unhappy either way,
Yeah.
right?
And that is where the whole thing comes back down to. People are offended that I called them dumb, and their logic for defending why they are not dumb, it doesn't hold. It doesn't hold because
No,
their reasoning
sure.
is like, oh, because I want to prove all these waifus, but I want to skip meta, and yet I still want a 3-star. It doesn't prove that they are not dumb. It proves that they are dumb. So my point has like zero change.
We're just being
When I was
racist
reading
against
your-
Eastern Asian. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, we're
When I was
actually
reading
just
your
all racist.
replies, I didn't see any of that. I didn't see any
Nah,
of that was
racist.
like,
I do. I love racist Western CC. Is the best. Absolutely.
oh, great.
Yeah.
Anyone who disagrees is racist. That should have been your next tweet, right under
All right.
it.
I mean, Pokke, can I ask you, like, how many people was it that was like using the point like I want to pull for waifus and you know, why can't I clear meta? Because I would imagine I didn't see anyone like that. At least like when I
no,
was reading.
there's a lot. Okay, there's this one guy that
There's a
raged so
lot.
hard he deleted everything, and it's
Yeah, I
like
saw that.
one of the many. So like, I feel like there are a lot of players in Honkai Star Rail that do not care for meta, right? They are very casual.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
want to prove a waifu, and majority of these people, they probably wouldn't even care about like endgame, right? Less than 10% clear of Chaos 12, whatever. But there is still this group of people which is they don't care about meta. They want to pull waifu, but then they still want to get 3 stars. There's the group of people that are like being loud. Because if they were casual and they didn't care about meta, then they wouldn't be affected by this post. Because they know they're happy doing their waifus and whatever, they wouldn't be bothered. And then on the flip side is that if they're smart and they care about meta and they're not chasing waifus, then they also wouldn't be offended by this post. Because they are smart and this post is not offended. So the only people that are like really getting offended is I pull everything and I want everything and I should be entitled to all these 3 stars. And I am cooking these people directly. So yeah.
Well, the thing is, I totally agree with that because, I mean, plenty of people are casual, and gacha players are probably the most greedy people I've ever seen in terms
absolutely.
of they want to do nothing but get everything.
Absolutely.
I've never seen a community that was as greedy as gacha. Like,
Absolutely.
They will do the absolute minimum, pull their character, will be level 1. They're like, I can't even fucking clear this content, bro. This is bullshit. Like, they have no idea what they're doing. Absolutely.
Yep.
I totally agree with you shitting on those people because fuck them. I
Yep.
fucking hate these people. They're so fucking worthless. They're the reason why gacha games are made for babies. That's why this game's so damn easy and there's no skill needed because these people exist and they're probably the majority of players, right?
Yep, exactly.
And you know-
That's the
and you know-
entire premise of all this whole thing. I'm cooking these
I
players
totally-
that want everything. They want to have their
And you
cake
see-
and eat it at the same time. Yeah, absolutely. I'm cooking them.
Yeah, and you see, I totally agree with you. I just think that the whole point was just, I think the wording made it so that people thought you were talking about essentially everybody and not just those fucking morons. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the only difference. And like, yeah, you still would have gone some blowback. I mean, come on, let's be honest, right? But I just think it would have been less of a thing is all. I just think it's a small thing and, you know, just wording.
Maybe
is all.
maybe it's on me that I expected the internet to have a little bit more like self-awareness of whether or not I'm referring to them. But
Well, the thing is,
you're
I
fine.
read it. When I read it, I was kind of like, Honkai Star, like, also, especially, a lot of people are not really going to dissect a tweet and really, people are going to read it over. They just go, Honkai Star is a power creep problem only if you allow it to happen. Oh, so I let it happen? It's my fault? Like, that, like, no one's going to be like, okay, let me really understand this tweet. Bro, it's Twitter. People are just, like, scrolling down. They see, like, there's a problem if I allow it to happen? What is I'm greedy and stupid? Fuck you. Like, that's the first thing anyone's going to, you know, see.
Okay, but you see, that's exactly
Funny,
like
no?
one of the reasons why we're here, right? It's because they wouldn't take the time to sit down and think about it, like just.
Well,
for,
then
like,
you got to
more than 10
spell it
seconds.
out for these
So
animals, right?
it's on me whether I want to go ahead and elaborate on the tweet itself, or do I elaborate it in a 1 hour and 45-minute video? And I chose the latter.
Wait, hold
Okay,
on. I'm
then you
confused.
can't
It's like,
be.
what
then
more
you
is
can't
there
be
to
upset at
dissect?
the
Oh,
at the hate on
I'm not
Twitter,
upset. I'm not upset
Okay,
that people are
okay.
angry. In fact, the very reason that they're angry is the reason why I can even make a video in the first place. So I'm not upset with them. Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
Okay.
but I think there's nothing to dissect there. It's just like Honkai Star has a problem, and only if you allow it to happen. Like that's pretty much it. Like what I don't really see like what else people have to like dissect in here. It's like it is what it is, right here. There's like
I
no
think the
further
dissection,
elaborations. It's just
the dissection is whether or not people think this statement was referring to them or like calling them stupid. Because if they take a step back and they just look at it out, you're either a casual waifu player that don't care about meta, then it wouldn't apply to you. If you're a meta chaser that don't care about meta and you want to be optimized, then this wouldn't apply to you. So the only camp that after you dissect it is you want everything without spending money while being entitled. Then that's the one that we'll be referring to.
Yeah, I mean, when I read it, I honestly misinterpreted it as well. I would like to think that I have a pretty good grasp on the English language. I think you know, man, shut up, ESL. Like, what the hell? No, but like,
crazy.
I do think that just the way it's worded, you know, I just think that's all it was. Really, I don't think your point is even wrong at all. I just think it's literally like, you know, it's worded.
I do
It's
think
easily
that
misinterpreted by people.
even if they were to interpret my point as like the way
Mhm.
it's meant to be interpreted,
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
a lot would
of
still be
people-
mad. I understand.
Yeah, a
your
lot of
point.
people will
They
still
would
be mad.
still be mad.
And this will
Oh,
be
also the
happening
reason
yeah, because I'm gonna post that
Yeah.
video really, really soon, and people will still be mad. So-
Okay. The reason I said you were pointing EO is that EO will say something, and then everyone else will interpret it one way, and he'll say, "You're wrong. I meant it this way." That's what I meant by pointing EO, where like, you know, it's not about like you're wrong or anything like that. It's just like he'll say something. Every other person will think he means this thing, and he goes, "Nope, I'm right. You guys just were misinterpreted it, right?" And it's like, no, you could have just explained it differently. Like, that's what I meant by that too.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess at this point I'm just gonna have to wait and see like how many people are gonna see this.
It's really
1
not
hour
that big of a
45
deal, anyways. It's
It
like,
really
who
isn't.
Okay,
But if you just like, yeah.
No, I think to be fair, it's probably gonna. Maybe it's not big of a deal as in like it's gonna like fucking cause war and everyone's gonna like kill everyone.
Yeah,
I think it's
definitely
more like it will definitely spark a discussion as to this whole Powercreep thing in Honkai Star, because I think the narrative has always been Honkai Star Wars Powercreep is like very bad and like people should be like quitting the game, like no free to plays can survive, which isn't true because there are a lot of free to plays that have survived and they are continuing to survive. In fact, some of them are doing even better than people that spend money on this game, because that's the difference between the minority that's smart and the majority that dumb. So me bringing up this point, it will make the community a little bit more self-aware and probably bring up their discussions going forward in the future.
Bro is like, oh, you know, it's just a little thing. Tip the first domino leading to like a content creator's suicide and the end of his career or something. Like,
And
just
it's gonna
like
be
it's
me.
gonna end up in the most
Yep.
insane like explosion at the end of all time.
We'll see. I'm not really sure who can have this like discussion though, because I think like you both don't really like spend that much time on like this whole kind of thing. Kind of like you.
I mean, the thing is,
yeah.
like,
No.
I actually like Honkai Star Rail a lot, but I just don't really play it right now at all. I want to wait for 3.0 to see if it's
fucking
good.
Kurobot, you goddamn Kurobot.
Yeah, fucking
True.
robot, man.
Yeah.
No,
Pokke,
yeah,
I
well,
will
the thing
say
is,
that-
like, oh, you go.
Just, you know, if you're gonna be like talking to a lot of people, and I think a lot of people might have a bias against you just because of like this whole wording thing, which, to be honest, caused like most of
Nah,
the,
I'm just
like,
Chinese, you know. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, caused most of like the things against you. So
Yeah.
The bigots are out in
yeah,
full force.
it's gonna be a lot of bias. Even if you are right on some points, just expect like, you know, people are going to.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just gonna. I'll
you're
see
gonna
what
see
people
us.
have to say. Yeah. Okay, Twitter
Well,
is like
definitely-
one thing. It's like phase 1, and then phase 2 is the video, and then there's gonna be a phase 3 where I already planned out, like, it's called the Red Race project, but that will be something else.
Planned it out.
Yeah, I planned it out. Bro, I've been cooking this for like about a week. Like, before I type that statement, I already know I have the data, like the number of pools, the statistics. I know how many pools it
Is
takes.
this some
or, like-
Mikado avocado kind of shit?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
so
you're
I
gonna
just
reveal-
kinda wanna
What
see,
you're gonna
like-
reveal in the end is you're gonna like peel away the thing, and it'll turn out you've been free to play the whole time on your main account. The entire time you've been free to play, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Like, it's a big reveal.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
All right, someone in chat. Sorry, let me read. He says, "Can we drop this wording blame and address his point?" So his point was that you can make. Okay, let me just get this right. Your point was
Okay,
you
box,
can make.
let me say
free-to-play-
it from my understanding.
Yeah.
All right.
So I agree with his point. It's just
Yeah.
that the wording was
He's
really bad.
essentially
That
saying
caused most of the
Honkai
problems.
Star
Yeah.
Rail has power creep, factually. It has power creep,
Yep.
enemies are becoming tankier, and characters are becoming stronger.
Yep.
However, you can mitigate that power creep by essentially being smarter with your pulls and managing your characters better, where you're not just pulling for everything that you want, but you're pulling for things that will be better for your team and better for clearing the difficult content. That is
Yep.
essentially his pull point, from my
So
understanding.
we agree. I mean, you agree, right, Genzard? Yeah,
No,
it's just
fuck
that.
him. No.
No, okay. Yeah, it's the wording
yeah,
that
I
was the main
agree.
problem. So yeah, after we got that point through, like we're like, oh shit, I guess you meant this. Does make sense. Now we just have to like tackle the wording because that's what caused like everything.
I mean,
you know?
well, since you're saying
guess.
it's like a whole discussion, I mean, what I will say is that Memory of Chaos is, or like the power creep problem in Honkai Star Rail doesn't realistically matter that much because there isn't that much content to power creep anyways, right? It's like it's not really even that big of a deal if it power creeps in that game because it's such a small facet. And let's say someone can't clear Memory of Chaos, they just lost out on nothing. Pulling a character for Memory of Chaos, you just lost so many more
absolutely not.
pulls than you gain. It's not even worth it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You get nothing.
And
So,
a lot of people are
yeah,
just saying, oh, I need a clear MOC like 36 every single day, when like in reality, the amount it took for you to get that extra like what 80 strategies. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
People will lose their shit and be like, this is so fucking bullshit. This is so unfair over like a fourth of a pull or something like that. Like literally, like if you just go to your local vending machine and put your hand under the fucking vending machine, you just got more money than what you just got clearing that bullshit. And people will get mad over that shit.
I mean, at that point, I think people just want to win, and it's not really for the Jades. But
Yeah,
I
no,
think their
it's
ego
because
gets a little
gacha
hurt.
players are fucking pathetic. That's the reality. As a gacha player, I can say this, okay? It's like, like you can be racist towards your own kind or something. It's like, I can say this about gacha players because I am one, all right? Gacha players are fucking pathetic,
you know what?
greedy animals, all right?
True. As a gacha player myself, I would say that all gacha players hate this one specific race, and I will say it in a later video.
Wait.
Yeah, I can say it because we're all gacha players, and I'm a gacha player too, so I can speak for everyone.
Wait,
I
that's
hate-
not. Hold on.
What? No, that's no. What do you mean?
What?
Me and you, we're in the same boat.
Wait, he's dragging me down with him. What the fuck? Yeah, we're together, right? You agreed on the earlier stuff, right?
Yeah, we
You guys
agree.
ever have wait, off topic. You guys ever have that thing where like someone will say two things you agree with? You're like, yeah, I'm totally on board, and the third thing is like wildly insane. You're like, wait, I'm not with this guy. Fuck this guy. Wait a minute, guys, I have nothing to do with him.
Never happened to me.
Really? That's like that.
No, it never happened.
It would be like, it's like Memory of Chaos could be way better. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Honkai Star Wars Power Creep. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Fuck this race. They should. Wait a minute. Hold up, buddy. Wait a second. Wait, I'm not with this guy, man. Wait a minute, bro.
Would you have like points that you would try to change though? Like
Of what
to
you're
debate,
saying?
to debate my point that like power creep is a problem if you
The thing
No,
is,
I
what
would.
I would say, well, I guess the one debate thing I would say is that, yeah, you can play around power creep, but it still existing is an inexcusable problem with the game. It's something that has to be fixed, essentially.
that-
and, like,
okay, but how do you
like,
fix
no
this in
matter,
a gacha game though? Because like it
well,
happens.
the thing is, okay, I actually think there's a really big way they can. They need to add more depth to the game. The thing is, right now in Honkai Star Rail, like, the game is so simple that there's no reason to have different teams, different characters, other things like that. You can't really make all these different comps either because you kind of need certain, you know what I mean? Like, this is my summoner comp or whatever. This is my super break comp. If you add more depth to the game, like, remember how people used to pull all these different characters for different elements, like DPS, so that they could take out certain fights? Well, you don't even need that. Like, that was the only depth in the game. And now that doesn't even really exist in the game, because you have characters like, Acheron just kills any element, or like Firefly kills anything. So if you add more depth to the game, I think it actually makes it so you don't need a power creep characters, because rather than going like vertical, you can go like lateral, right? You can go to the side and make a bunch of characters that might be equally relative in strength in different situations. That's how I see it.
I do think that they are kind of doing that with version 3, like Herta being average in DPS, and then like, the whole Mimos writing. So, and I feel like it's kind of, they have always been doing this since version 1 though. Like if you have been playing since version 1, it has been crit DPS for a while, and then they slowly introduced like DOT, they introduced follow-up,
And then
they
killed
introduced
it.
break, and then okay.
Yeah, they
bro,
are adding
bro,
more.
I swear
quick
DOT is
situations.
coming back, but I digress, right? But I feel
Well,
like
I
they
bet
have
it will.
always, they're always introducing these new comps eventually over time. So I don't think there's too big
Well,
of an issue of them like
here's-
having not enough.
Here's the problem, though, I think. I don't think that the comps are really depth, because realistically, if I'm using a Firefly team or an Acheron team, they do the same thing, right? they just blow up the enemy side. The enemy side just blows up, and it doesn't really matter what it is. They just explode. I don't know about Fei Zhao. I kind of stopped playing before
Nah,
Fei
but
Zhao came
that
out.
would be true if like the enemies allow you to get weakness broken. So like if there's a very easy way, like the moment you implement something that like you can't break the toughness, Break will just die. Or like for Aircron, if the guy is immune to debuffs, the guy will just die.
But you see, that's not, in my opinion, I don't think that's a great way. Let me give you an example.
Right.
So back in the day, you know, before you or Box were born, you know, a long time ago, Diablo 2, there was an amazing game, right? And let's say you have a fire sorceress. Your whole build is fire damage. You would sometimes fight rare mobs or packs where they just have fire resistance. They take 0 damage from fire. Everybody fucking hated that. It was actually like one of the most hated things of all time. People despised that, and it essentially like ruined builds for certain types of content, and people did not like that one bit. I think if you add something like immune to break or something like that, that will elicit that same exact feeling from people. They'll be like, this is fucking trash that I can't use the units I like on this content, not because like the content is hard, just because they don't let you do it. I think that would be a problem for a lot of people, and I personally would agree with that. Also, get owned by that trotter.
Oh, yeah, bro, Firefly problems, bro. Okay, but like, I would agree because, like, having not like direct counters to the team, it would
like that trotter, bro. That trotter just did that to you, by the way. Imagine if all the enemies were like that trotter.
Yeah, E6 S5 Firefly, by the way, but like,
yeah.
Okay, but I feel like this might be a little bit more difficult in Honkai Star Rail, just because you don't have the freedom to do as many things that you can do in like Diablo or like Genshin.
Yeah,
because like you can like control your characters, like press the scale, learn the talent tree. But Honkai Star is legit just what you see is what you get. You get like 4 thingies, you get 4 units, and you just play them. So there isn't as much degree of freedom for your piloting skills. It's basically just boils on the team building.
Well, I will say this though. I think both of us would agree that Honkai Star in the fight is not very hard. It's all about the team building before the fight is essentially the game, right? And then you hit the auto button or whatever. Unless you're trying to zero cycle. But you see, here's the thing. I think they have the capability to make things harder, not like artificially. For instance, look at the Aventurine boss battle. There are more mechanics going on there than almost any other fight realistically in the game. Even the Cocolia one all the way back. But Aventurine's fight, like, you know, you have to manage the dice, other stuff like that. I'm not saying every fight should be that complex, but they can make even normal enemies have mechanics where it's like, oh, I need to be careful not to kill this one first, or, you know, it buffs everybody else with a giant shield. Or like, I need to be careful to play around this certain mechanic. I need to hit this guy 2 times to disable this thing. You know, like you can add other mechanics to the game where then certain characters could be like, oh, this character is really good because they're able to deal with all of these things really easily, but this character is only good at like this kind of stuff, right? So you can add characters and they could even be similar strength, do the same amount of damage, but you can have so much more depth with the actual combat. I think that the enemies make the combat kind of like, think about a game like Elden Ring. The game is really simple, right? It's just attack and roll, essentially. There's very little depth there. But the enemy bosses are what adds the depth, because they have the mechanics you have to play around in all the attacks. So I think Honkai Star Rail, rather than focusing on its characters have insane depth, they can make the enemies more difficult as well and have more depth. It doesn't have to be insanely hard stuff either. Just adding a little bit there can make it so there's so much more diversity in characters, and certain teams will be good against certain content without being completely excluded from other types. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think that's an excellent take. But I think a little bit of a problem is if you introduce all these kind of different enemies with different mechanics, the casual player base will still have problems because they probably don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, there's no winning in this. There'll always be people having problems, yeah.
I think, but what I think they could do is they can have it so these enemies have these mechanics, but if you're a casual player just doing, you know, story, other stuff, it's like fairly simple, right? But when the enemies become way tankier and stronger, that's when it starts to become a problem. Like, for instance, in Memory of Chaos and the hard content, like when these enemies have way higher health pools and hit harder, then suddenly these mechanics are way more important to play around. I think they could potentially do that kind of stuff.
I feel like
also, I think I should be a fucking game designer for these gacha games. Honestly, they should be listening to me.
Bro, I feel like they could, but like it makes it more difficult for casuals because this is good for like players that are like, you know, they want to play with different team comps and all that kind of stuff. But for casuals that don't really want to experience all these, because how do you give them an option though? Because the moment you release this brand new enemy type, it's still in the same like Memory of Chaos or endgame content. Then now the casuals have to pick a choice where they continue playing their current team comp, or they are even more pressured to prove for these different units, which will be better against these different enemies.
Well, would you say casual players do Memory of Chaos? Do you believe casual players do? Like, what do you define as casual player in that way?
No. If they only care
Okay.
about being casuals, they probably wouldn't care about Memory of Chaos. Yeah.
Well, then I think the suggestion I have would work fine probably because only when the enemies have more inflated health pools and damage in something such as Memory of Chaos would those mechanics really start to make more of a difference, I feel. So I think that would kind of be a win-win for both where the casual players they could ignore some like for instance, you know in Pentaconi that T-Rex enemy
Oh, yeah,
where you
yeah.
have to hit it like what 6 times or whatever and then it like blows
Explodes
up.
it. Yep.
Like yeah. If you have more mechanics like that, for example, most people don't give a fuck about it because they just hit auto button, go boom, blow up screen.
Yep.
But like, I think the players from Memory of Chaos and who are doing harder content will be able to get the value out of that kind of stuff. That's how I feel. Buff, flip, explode. Yeah, I think that is a possible option.
I would feel that this is good, especially for players that want depth, they will get depth, and then for players that are casual, they wouldn't care. But the crazy part about this is the exact same people that have a problem with my take would become even more offended because these are the exact same people that they will pull for waifus but still want to clear all angry content. So if we were to implement your suggestion, the angry voices now, they will get even angrier because now it's even more important for them to get the right team comps. So while this is good for like two camps of people, the exact same people that are pissed off at my take will get even more pissed off because like, oh my god, now I have to fucking pull all this while clearing trees. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna quit the game. So yeah.
I totally agree with that. That's why I was saying like if you had changed the wording on your thing, it probably would have just been like those dumb fucks being mad at you and not like, you know, I mean, I don't know, maybe some content creators still would have, but like for instance, I don't think Gotcha Smack would have really thought anything wrong with your point, to be honest. Like he probably would have been like, "Yep, those fucking like casual like idiots who want everything. Yeah, fuck them." He probably would have been like that, honestly. Like
it's hard
I
to
think
say,
he's that
but
kind of person.
we'll see how this goes. I feel like people will still get offended because I added the word stupid.
Oh yeah, no,
and people on the internet don't like to be called stupid, no matter what point it was. So.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think people would have looked at it more like, oh, I'm on the side that's smart. He's not calling me stupid. You know what I mean? Like less people would have.
Okay,
felt
yeah,
that
maybe
way,
they will
even
be
though-
more
yeah.
self-aware that whether or not he's referring to me. Yeah. I think they will.
Yeah. I think some more people would have been like, oh, I'm part of the smart camp, okay, rather than he's scorched earth, fuck everybody, you know. But,
I hope Gotcha Smack smites you.
Bro, Vox, say something constructive.
All right. Okay. So one thing I would like to say is I think you made it sound way too easy. Like, oh yeah, you can just do it if you just avoid it. You know, forehead. But with the amount of like sweating, I think that goes into like or like all the work you have to do to like make this like a possible thing or like make power creep not as bad as it is because the power creep is pretty bad. I want to say or like the HP inflation is so bad that you have to like put in a shit ton of work to like mitigate it, which is why I think a lot of I don't know, man. At least I think you worded it like a bit too casually. You know what I'm saying? Because just fix it, bozo.
Okay, but
I
the
think
thing
that's
is, even though HP inflation is bad, right? Like if you want to take a look at the data of the number of clears on average in like all endgame, people are finding it. There's literally more success rate now to 3-star in the recent patches compared to the old patches. Because first of all, you get like broken ass fucking units, and then second of all, even though the HP inflation is bad, they made the buffs even stronger than the inflation for the most part. So people are actually clearing easier despite the inflation.
Well, I would also say more people got their account probably to the point where they can even do it as well, probably. Just like more
yeah,
people
and they have more time to
are in that pool.
invest. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, remember how hard the first Memory of Chaos was? It was like fucking insane.
If you didn't
like,
have sit out,
you had to grind so hard. Yeah. You had to grind so hard. So I think a lot of people who are really slow with the game finally reach the point where they actually have like, multiple teams and can do it.
Which is why I feel like this whole narrative that Honkai style Powercreep is like super bad for like, because things are getting super hard. It doesn't really hold true because things are technically not getting super hard. It's just that artificially from a numbers perspective, they have more HP. But now there are a lot more tools for the players to use now to clear them. So technically it's getting easier. The only people that are saying it's getting harder, they are legit like tourists that look at numbers, oh shit, more HP, bad, and then like fuck this game. So like, yeah.
Okay, real talk though, who designed Fugue? What a moron. Ignores the only mechanic in the game for everybody. What a fucking dumbass. Like, oh my, you know what they should be doing in this game? And this is something that a game like, I think Punishing Grey Raven does this. They have fun creep. Where essentially the character might not even be better than the last one, but they are so crazy and how they work and fun that you just have a really good time. You know when you're running what's the AoE Memory of Chaos? What the hell is that thing called?
Rapper? Banana Boss?
No, like the game mode. No, not the characters, the game mode. Yeah, Pure Fiction. Yeah, I forgot the name. You know when it's really fun in pure fiction when you like do an attack, then the lantern comes down, explodes, and the next wave comes in, and then the attack goes again. Like your Himiko fucking grinds them up again, then another lantern drops. You know that's like really fun.
Yep.
If they add, or like for instance, how people have a lot of fun with like Acheron or Rappa, for instance, or Fei Zhao doing multiple ults in a row. If you have characters that are about as strong as the other ones, like they're basically the same, but they're just really, really fun to play, and they just make stuff like absolutely insane. I think that that would be something that a lot of people would enjoy too, and you don't even have to make the character better. They could even be slightly worse. But if they just are really fun, I think people would pull for those characters anyways. You don't even have to power creep.
Yeah, I think that's great. To just kind of summarize everything, Box and Jetazard.
Okay.
In
Yep.
conclusion,
I'm
just
here.
summarize everything, and then we can. Yep.
All right.
You
In
want us to
conclusion,
summarize?
You're bad at English.
Yeah. Okay.
In
Sure.
conclusion, ESL Eastern streamer doesn't understand English, spouts things he doesn't know, gets destroyed on camera. Is that good?
Gets destroyed on camera. Yeah, yeah, add
that's
that too.
fantastic. That's
Very
fantastic. Yeah, Western seas are just racist. They hate Eastern people. All right, see you guys next time. Bye. Okay. You have cooled your last cool, my man.